All right, shout out to Megan Mitchell from Lewis, Mark Harris from Laurel, Brittany Dahlstrom from Laurel, also Lauren Workman from Millsboro, Michelle Lofton in Millsboro, Carl Colonna in Ocean Pines, Melinda Piper in Georgetown, Jamie Hitch in Laurel, Angela Pennywell in Millsboro, Jess White in Millsboro, Tiffany Pratt in Laurel, everybody else for texting in. You guys are all qualified. WWE WrestleMania weekend, of course, coming to the Wells Fargo Center.
Good job.
Keep listening out for those keywords. Also, we have Kid Cudi tickets coming up this morning at 7:35.
Yep.
You participate in question of the day, get qualified. We'll give them away right before 8 o'clock.
Okay.
All right. So all you have to do is, call in or text in with your comments on question of the day. And then right before the 8 o'clock coffee mix, we'll hook you up with those Kid Cudi tickets. All right. Also, we got Chris Brown tickets. 2 Chris Brown joints, caller 7, and you win. Easy as that. All right. In the meantime, at 7:10, we go live to the hotline. Lenny Clarke.
Yes.
Hey, good morning. It's Bill and Jessica. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Hey, well, I am thrilled to be talking with you guys. Thanks for having me on your program.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited about this NBC series, Extended Family. I want to get into that in a second, but talk to us a little bit about you. Your career as a comedian, actor. For people who might not have seen you before, tell us, a little bit about yourself. You've been at it a long time.
I really have. When I started doing this, there was only about 80 to 100 comedians working in the whole country. And now there's only about 100 people that aren't comedians.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's a comedian. But, I started almost 50 years ago, and we developed a comedy club at a Chinese restaurant in Cambridge, Mass. And we got all these big people that came out of there. It was, look, there's Stephen Wright, Bill Burr, Louis C.K., on and on and on. The list goes on. Bobcat Goldthwait. It's just, it's been an incredible ride.
Some of my faves, the Bill Burrs, how about Jim Norton? The Jim Nortons, Patrice O'Neill, rest in peace, Patrice. Some of them guys, hilarious.
Oh, fantastic, And Jim and Patrice were more New York guys, but they came through Boston. They played it. Colin Quinn played it. A lot of New York guys would come up and check it out to see what was in the water up here.
Yeah.
But,
how about Bobby Kelly? You work with Bob Kelly?
Oh, God almighty. How could I leave him? One of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. He is both on stage and off. That guy kills me.
Yes. Well, he's gotten real big in the radio podcast world now.
Yep. That's another thing, the podcast. Some of these guys, Mark Maron, Joe Rogan, and Adam Carolla, I think they have like 3 of the top 5. Bill Burr.
Yeah.
The top 5 podcasts in the world. These guys are huge.
I know. Look, let me tell you, I know a little bit about the comedy world, so definitely a big fan of you guys. You've been doing your thing for years, so it's just been great. Have you ever thought about, are you in the podcasting world or no?
No, you know what? I really feel that I'm too late to the game. People have asked me about it, and I've always wanted. Well, when I was coming up, I always thought I wanted to be Johnny Carson, interviewing people and everything, and that's passed. And I like interviewing people, and you're a very good interviewer because you asked the question and you let me finish.
Well, thank you.
They cut you off before you even get going.
Right.
Yeah, I admire it, but I don't think it's for me.
Well, hey, look, I disagree. Never too late. You're a young guy. I still say you're a young guy. So, you never know.
Bill, come on. I'm 70, for God's sake. I tell people I'm the second oldest. I'm the second oldest person on network television, and Tom Selleck's not doing that good.
70 years young. Well, look, we got to get into Extended Family, NBC series. This is definitely a unique show. Mm-hmm. Talk to us a little bit about what the show's about. I know what it's about, but, would rather, hear you say it, and then talk to us about your character. What's your role?
Okay, great. Well, John Cryer two-time Emmy winner, John Pryor, is married to Abigail Spencer, a beautiful girl from Suits. And they get divorced. And rather than have the kids move from house to house, they keep the kids in the house.
Yeah.
And the parents move. It's week to week. So one week the mother's there, the next week the father's there. And, it keeps the kids grounded. Now, Abigail, John's ex-wife, falls in love with Trey, played by Donald Faison from Scrubs, and he owns the Boston Celtics, and the comedy ensues. I play the grandfather of these two beautiful young kids, and I fill their heads with stuff that I'm amazed the network lets get on the air.
Yeah, so definitely like an Odd Family, where again, like you said, instead of the parents moving out or the kids moving or whatever, them splitting up, the kids stay, the parents move out, and then they spend week every other week at the house.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, that's when you look at it, it's a pretty good idea.
Hey.
Yeah, it's unique.
So many. What? I'm sorry, Jessica. What?
It's a unique situation.
Oh, it really is, and then when I show up, it's very unique.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Definitely looking forward to checking it out. It airs Tuesdays, 8:30 on NBC. And, of course, you can check out the reruns on Peacock. And we're definitely looking forward to the show, man. Anything else that you're, working on? You have any other series that you're going to – I know you're apparently also another regular recurring role in Rescue Me. Are you still doing that?
No, we finished Rescue Me.
Okay.
But that was one of the – that was great. I had so much fun doing that. I'm working on a play right now, and I'm also working on a movie, but I can't talk about either one of them. Yeah, I have to sign non-disclosure agreements and all that stuff.
Now, what about
probably because I'm old, and I'll forget that.
What about like stand-up? Do you still go to any of the comedy clubs or do anything like that?
Well, you know what I did? I just did the Joe Rogan's Comedy Mothership in Austin, Texas, a couple weeks back.
Okay.
And it was, without a doubt, the best comedy club I've ever worked in my life.
Nice. That's awesome.
Great.
Who I mean, you've already named some of your faves. Do you still work with you see Bill Burr, Bobby Kelly, some of them guys often at all anymore?
Yeah, you know what? Well, I've had the pleasure of working with Bill Burr and Bobby Kelly at Dennis Leary's show he does every year for cancer research called Comics Come Home. And Mark Maron was there, and a lot of guys. Yeah, I still get to work with some of the guys from home, but they're all headliners. All of them are headliners, and they're all out on their own tours and stuff. So it's very rare that we get to work together, but when we do, it's a blast.
Quick funny story before we wrap up. I saw Bill Burr for the first time live at the Virus Comedy Tour in Philadelphia when he went off on the crowd, and that's what did it. That was it right there. That was that moment, and I was there in the audience live in Philly.
Oh my God! I remember when I first heard it, and I said, "Oh my God!" And then I'll be selling CDs after.
Yes. Oh, that was definitely one for the books. That will go down in history. Man,
he's become quite the actor too. He's the Mandalorian. Breaking Bad. I mean, talented guy and a great guy. I got to, I'm sure he doesn't want to hear it, but when there's a comedian who's not doing so well, we had a couple of guys who were on death's door, and he drove up from New York and spent a ton of money on auction items just to help these guys out and their families. He's a super guy, real good guy.
Oh,
wow.
Incredibly talented.
Love it. Hey, my man, thank you so much for checking in. Hopefully we'll have you back on.
Hey, listen, if I'm ever in your neck of the woods, I'll come and do it live, whatever you need. And thanks for being so great. I really appreciate both.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
I'm going to make some shake. You're listening to The Bill and Jessica Show on Power 1.